G'day, let's play some more of our English Mare Nostrum campaign. We're going to get this army back to Kent as quickly as we can, so we'll do it manually. We have the looming disaster now. How do we end this War of the Roses? Have an heir. Yeah, so the reason it ticked off was because old Elizabeth, our old heir, is actually a Lancaster. Forgotten about that. That's the reason it came back. Lancasters caused the War of the Roses. Now we will need to come and pick up this other 5k troops, hopefully before they arise. Still in Kent, yep. I think they used to change when you did it that way around. Ooh, we do want to see Brittany losing this rather than France. Poitou was a fort, so he's going to have a decent war score there now. 29 against France, it's okay. Alright, just wait until the end of the month, get all our men back in there. And let these guys arise. Robert Davis, Robert First Davis, who is, let's take a look, a 256 with a strong claim. Well, we're not going to bother. We're going to keep Lancaster. Good. Alright, chase them, I assume, somewhere over there. Our war exhaustion will tick down. We will keep these cores going. Still lacking more. We need quite a bit more. Okay. And if the War of the Roses ticks off, we are Lancashire, aren't we? We're Lancaster. So I think we'll stand in Yorkshire. We will mothball this fleet for now. Personal union on monarch death, yes, between Castile and Austria. What's this tick up rate? Currently at 14% because under known legitimacy we're not York, and low diplo skill. Really? Well, that's unfortunate. Access from Brittany. Yeah, you can go through. We just really need an heir. What do we have by way of relations? We're already over. Scotland and Utrecht. We should be able to force royal marriages when he's no longer disloyal. So Utrecht, are you some kind of stupid republic or something? You're a bishopric. Well, don't think we're going to be able to marry the bishop. So Scotland, we need you to tick down a bit, buddy. Let's he kicked out our relative again already. No, you can just place a different relative on there. No, we're Lancasters now, we're not d'Anjou anymore. I screwed us with Lindbergh. Forgot that our heir wasn't the same dynasty as us. Alright, Scotland. We will placate the rulers. Forgot why we were doing this. Thinking about the dynasties. Alright, we're done improving with them, so recall the diplomat. We could start annexing them soon. Next vassal in 96. Burgundy, I want to keep claiming crap. Alright, well, let's take a look. If we were to declare the war, Austria is still fighting in another war, has war exhaustion. Our diplo rep is low for some reason. Because of overextension. Well, that's true. Alright, that's what we're going to do, is marry Scotland. So, royal marriage there. Chance of a new heir up 20%. To, what does this tell us? Pretty sure you could find out some way, couldn't you? And she's actually 48. So this disaster's probably going to fire. There's nothing we can do to slow it down at all. Alright, well, decent military gain. France accepted peace with the Papal State. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the Pope. Decent. France is no longer a valid rival. Well, that's unfortunate. Who can we rival? Probably only Austria. Not that button. Where are we going? Castile. Oh, that sucks. So we can't get the whatever it's called achievement, the spider networking, until we have another rival nation. We actually want a rival. Corruption is growing, but it's still only on 0.29. We are spending money to keep it that low though. So yeah, that could get really expensive if you're not careful. Alright, the French spy network, we need to fabricate a claim on Poitou and also fabricate on Berry, and that's all that we can do down there. So let's just pull this guy back, use him somewhere else. We need to issue embargo on Denmark and on Burgundy. English Normandy's looking good. Alright, more we're almost ready for. It's just over a month. I don't think there's any coalition against us at the moment, is there? There is. It is only Burgundy, Friesland and Liège, so that's okay. We'll lose the money. And what we're about to do, core no more. Alright, get that done. We don't want the War of the Roses, just have a baby. Come on, you're only 49. Stop trying to improve with the Pope. We can't get high enough to do this. Allied to rival. What if we send a gift? How much? Way too much. Alright. Recall him and cancel that mission. It's something a little more likely. Utrecht and Scotland. Scotland we can't get high enough to do what we want with. Utrecht we're not at war at the moment, so if we designate you a march, that would help out. Going to feed Utrecht at least the Low Countries when we get a chance. Burgundy declared war on Bourbonnais. Who the hell are Bourbonnais? Oh, they were released from France. France are going to get a lot smaller in the next war if we can keep our aggressive expansion low enough with the Germans. Alright, it is 94, so we're close to... They support it at the moment, so it was Oxfordshire. Alright, when's... 97, that's a long way off. Okay. Fine. Lack of trust is disturbing. They've already changed anyway. So it puts us down to a definite loss. It's only a prestige hit if you lose now though. But in 97 we'll take another look. In the meantime, Brittany need to die. It's our Diplo wrap. So, well that would be actually very low. It'd still be on 0. We offer you some condottieri. Which had a maximum of 20 units. I was not aware of that. Okay. Well, get our manpower back. Got money to support another third larger than we are. Don't want to increase the size of the stack. Don't want to go over the naval force limit. Alright, when is this going to actually trigger? Only a couple of years. Should have a chance of getting an heir though. We'd better. Die without an heir. We're really annoyed being in a PU under Castile. Brittany, France, Burgundy. Who's Burgundy have? Allied with Brittany. Right. Be able to break up the coalition if we manage that. They have a chance to inherit them whenever they die. Currently 55. Alright, recall from Utrecht. So we are not doing anything anymore. Need another useful rival though. Alright, there goes a bit of the coalition. Now, we could go to war over here because Utrecht had claims everywhere. Friesland are in the coalition. Bremen and Pomerania. Holland are under Burgundy. as are probably everyone else. Yeah, Brabant is, and Flanders is. It's interesting he's got those claims. Alright, Friesland, you need to get out of the coalition, mate. Bourbonnais accepts peace, becomes a vassal of Burgundy. Okay. Alright, Frisian opinion is going to be okay soon. And we will probably want to spend all our manpower building another army right before the War of the Roses kicks off. Burgundy's out of the coalition. So, if we went to screw Friesland, they should be the only person left in the coalition. They are. So, declaring war on them for the conquest of our vassal, Austria would defend. Forgot about that. So, they're just going to get these from Burgundy if we can give them to them. Hey, there we go. 253. Henry Frederick Lancaster. So there goes that. Proved legitimacy. I don't see it happening. Still an average claimant. Oh, these Lancasters. Papal controller or create an army. We are about to create an army for our nation anyway, so let's pick that one. Overextension is going to take a hit soon. Burgundy's papal controller. Boost that somewhat. That's our gain rate. Take a lot of years to get any stability, but we might just leave that until we get 100 now. Flanders, claim Calais. I think everybody around here claims Calais. Holland does. We already own it. Magdeburg is an elector. Not you. You. Who disappeared to make them an elector? Mainz is there. Palatinate, Saxony, Brandenburg, Bohemia. That would be Cologne has disappeared. To Friesland and someone else. Right. Coalition has disappeared. Aggressive expansion's still a little nasty. But we want to declare on Brittany as soon as we can now, I think. Papal State, Milan and Burgundy. If we declared on Burgundy, we call Castile in against Burgundy. Austria like them too much, and Portugal think they're too far away. So, us and Castile versus Burgundy and Brittany. I do like our chances, particularly with Castile walking straight up there, having access the whole way through. Right, let's take a quick look at the forts. Angers and Nantes. It's going to have to take both of them out. We don't need to be up here anymore, so let's head back down this way. Unmothball this navy for a while. Alright, come down to Kent. Diplomats need to get busy. We can do stuff to this lot. Send him back in May. Preaching heresy. Lose Diplo or local unrest in Essex for 10 years. That's fine. Now the corruption shouldn't be a problem once we get rid of, actually, the unbalanced research. We'll match it perfectly. So it still won't decrease unless we increase how much we're paying. So 3 ducats. Bring it down by 0.3 once the overextension's gone. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. I had completely forgotten about them. Alright, we will head up here. You are allied with Clan Ricard. Sligo have no allies. So, I guess we're going to go do Sligo first. Alright, Namur and Santon, both French. And we have no bloody claims on anything here. Alright, we need to obviously build spy networks here, here, and here. Get all our claims back. Inverness will take the longest because we have to do 2 of them. And we need to send one down to Brittany as well. So let's go get all of these started. Sligo, I need 10, and then we'll pull him out, and then we'll start the war, and then we'll piece him out, and all the rest of it. We were going to take this tech next to try and get back ahead of time. So we've got 9 years. This could be done in 1500, 4 years' time. Okay. Means corruption's going to start pulling down very slowly. 30 years from now. Wow. It's painful having the unbalanced research. Austria has died. He wants a marriage. He has a regency council, so he won't be starting any wars of his own. Re-elected to the HRE emperorship. Good. And these guys are now ready. So in Sligo we fabricate the claim on Schligich. Yes. In Connacht we fabricate the claim on Connacht. Yes. Pull this guy back. Pull this guy back. In Inverness we fabricate the claim on Inverness. And then we'll keep him there a bit longer. In Brittany we will fabricate the claim on, I would say, Morbihan. That's Andrew. Okay, and then we want to declare war on Sligo. Offer him vassalization. No. We would rather declare war on you and take all of your land. So thank you for existing for such a short amount of time. Shouldn't have asked to be free. And bring these guys over to help out with both of these sieges eventually. French separatists, 10 years. That should be gone well and truly before then. Now, Castile, I want to make sure they don't start any wars of their own. But I don't want to spend the 10 favours it costs to tell them to prepare for war. Especially since that only lasts 12 months. It's just really crap. If it lasted 10 years or something, maybe. No. Increasing their chance, but not stopping them from starting their own wars. I don't know. Alright, one Sligich. So, sue for peace. Take their land, take their money. Puts up France and Burgundy a little. It's reasonable. Alright, go away. Now that causes some overextension. Why is that so ridiculously high? It's kind of painful. Local nobility. National traditions of Sligo. Wow, that sucks. And that will never go away. So we just have to suffer that. Okay. Denmark is no longer valid. That sucks as well. So we'll have to revoke the embargo on them. Only Burgundy and Castile are valid. That's just stupid. Alright, up in Inverness we need to fabricate the last claim for Sutherland. Okay. We'll split this army in half. Send the other half to Aberdeenshire. Pittsburgh is an elector. Actually send these guys to Ayrshire. So, who else just dropped off? Planet, Saxony, Trier. Can't think who else isn't there. It was whoever was that one. Okay. So, Connacht. I want to declare war against you. Inverness will be co-belligerized because they have no outside allies. So declare co-belligerized and confirm. We run in. These guys should help out. They are not going to do it. Come on, need your leader in there, buddy. Now his thing is down in Dingleway. Corruption is growing. Yep. Alright, Battle of Inverness is over. Not that one. Well, go away. Group, shift consolidate, detach, Sutherland. Burgundy is still kicking away at our land. He's putting barks to sea. And a cog. Alright. Ooh. You can only keep 1004 power saved. Why can you keep 1004 now? Weird. Right, what are we going to do with that? We are way the hell ahead of time, and we don't have another group that we can sink points into. We are just going to have to do some development. So, according to autonomy, 275s are the highest we can do anyway. Guess we could build up London. London and Lancashire will work the best. Okay. London is there. Where's Lancashire? Gloucestershire, Oxfordshire, Derbyshire, Lincolnshire, Yorkshire, Lancashire. Right. That's actually our ancestral homeland, isn't it? Alright, what we would want to do then is chuck in the barracks in Lancashire and in London at a minimum. I actually need a lot more manpower, so should we do some more? That's not the one. Buildings. Only cost 100 ducats, so let's just spam these around the place. Let's go for Gloucestershire and Marches and Oxfordshire. Alright, we'll go for that for a bit. Should be good. Sutherland is become ours. We'll just head down to airship. Ooh, right, when's this debate? 31st of December, it's probably going to finish in a day. Yeah, it could finish any time, so we need to actually do this. 8 military. And 16 military. East Crown Lands is legitimacy, we don't want to lose. Well, actually it shouldn't matter too much. We are gaining it. And that was just automatically enacted. If you get it to 100, does it automatically win? Dunno. Okay, well, I'm going to take a short break here, so thanks for watching, hope you're enjoying it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I hope to see you again soon. See you later.